In this video, we will see how a flow works. What is a flow in Salesforce and how it works. So, flow is actually a part of Lightning Flow, and it collects. It is actually a tool in Salesforce which automates processes. So, it collects data and performs some actions on your Salesforce org or any external system. Lightning Flow provides two types of flow: Screenflow and auto launch flow. So now what happens in a Screenflow? In Screenflow, this is used to automate business process where a user enters some data on the screen. Okay, like example is suppose if you want to put some uh, few field data and you want to save it in a lead or in your account, then through flow you can do that. There are many uses of flow. We will discuss one by one later in this video, but now now the other is auto launch flow. To launch a flow internally when a record changes or when a user clicks a button. So in this, the user will not have to enter any value or any data in the screen. Example is add automation to your page or app to perform an action record when a user clicks a button. Now let's go to our next slide. So there are multiple flows like I said. Now let's first go through the screen flow. So like I said, it requires a user interaction. So screen flow requires a user interactions. It includes screens, local actions, uh, some choices, dynamic choices, some steps. And screen flow don't support pause elements. Like you know that in a flow can be initiated automatically. It can be initiated at certain time, like or scheduled, and it can also be paused. But in a Screenflow, do not have the functionality to pause the element. Okay. Now, where can or how a Screenflow can be initiated? So, a Screenflow can be initiated in a number of ways, like the flow action. It can be initiated from Lightning pages, from Lightning community pages, any Aura, custom Aura components, custom Lightning Wave components, custom button or custom links. It can also be initiated from Wave tabs, direct flow URLs, visual force pages, Lightning out, and embedded service deployments. So there are many ways through which it can be initiated and started. Now, when you go to the flow in Salesforce, you will see a number of options. Some of them are auto launch flow with no flow trigger. So in this, it does not require a user interaction. It will not show any screen or local action. Similarly, there is another flow that is called auto launch flow with a scheduled trigger. In this, you can set up a time or you can schedule it and then it can be triggered. Okay, now auto launch flow with a record trigger. Okay, so this makes before save update to new or change record that launches the flow. Only these elements are supported. So in auto launch, the elements, supported elements are assignment, decision, get records, and loop. There are numerous of flows which we'll discuss later in another videos, in the next coming videos. But for now, we'll see the screen flow. So let me take one example uh, of let's take it from trailhead, one of the simple example, and we will also deal with more complex examples, but let's go for a simple example in this video. So in this trailhead, we will build a flow, a simple flow with one element, and it just a hello element, hello world, like normally the famous hello world programs and examples. So here we will deal with uh, hello world, which will display hello world on the screen. So now, so you see these are the steps mentioned how to create a flow. Okay, so the flow label should be hello world, and API name is hello underscore world, and the flow has one screen element, it displays hello world, and the flow is active. So this is the requirement, the trailer. Now let's open the Salesforce, and in the quick find box let's search for flow. You see this is flow, this the flow comes under process automation. Now I have already created few flows, but let me take one simple example. So click on the new flow button. Okay, and now you see all the other types of flows here, like the scheduled trigger flow, record triggered flow, and other. So let's click on the screen flow. Now you see this is the two type of flows, like free form and auto layout. Auto layout is like newly introduced by Salesforce, and free form is already existing. So we will go on free form. Now this is the flow builder window, and in this flow builder window we have, if you will see the toolbox, there are some elements, and like it has a screen, actions, a flow, assignment, a decision, loop, and create record, update records. For in this example we will take the very basic uh, example. So let's click on the screen. So just drag and drop in the window. Okay, so select the screen and drop it. So here it is, new screen. Okay, now see the flow label, so give the name. So the flow label, that is a header. What I'm planning is I will give the same name, hello world, to the header as well as to the field. uh, so here I will put flow, see, and this is